Good evening, Bluegrass faithful, as we're here at the Michigan International Speedway tonight for the Cup Series at the LNS Customs 200, as these Bluegrass boys are going to take to 100 laps at the Michigan International Speedway right now. It's 119 degrees on the track, so that is a hot track temperature right now, but it should change for that race temperature. But as far as the weather outside right now, it's 81 degrees. It's a 59% humidity, partly cloudy with a 5-mile-an-hour wind. It's me and Josh up here in the booth. Josh will be with us shortly. He actually had to run to the store real quick, so he will be with us shortly. But right now, we're going to get on board with your drivers. We'll get your points and everything pulled up. And right now, we're going on board here with Matt Grenier to see what kind of lap he can set for himself. Looks like Alex Huffman set himself on the pole. It looks like Matt Grenier actually going to bounce up ahead of him. Matthew Lee will be in that second place. Alex Huffman in third. David Sheets fourth. And Mikey Neal Jr. in fifth. We'll see if Matt Grenier can better that. Gabriel Ellison just jumped up into that second spot. So see if any of these drivers can better those positions going into this second lap. Right now, it looks like we've got a couple more laps set. Matt Grenier going to still hold on to that lead position. We'll see if Gabriel Ellison coming around for that second lap going to set himself up better. David Farmer in that third position. David Farmer on a really good spirited run here. Looks like Gabriel Ellison was done with that lap, sorry. Looks like Doug Newbigging out on the track. Morgan Bard also on the track. Brandon Holder, Brian Terry, Matt Kemp also on the track. So we'll go on board here with a couple of these drivers. Looks like Doug Newbigging set himself up into that first position. So Doug Newbigging on pole. So good lap there from that 7 of Doug Newbigging. Looks like that was his second lap. Might have invalidated that first lap, but gonna set himself on that pole on that second lap. So that's all that matters. Morgan Bard right now setting himself out on the track. Brandon Holder looks like he set himself up into that 9th position. Morgan Bard looks like he's coming around the turn 4 turn right now and set himself up for this second lap. Looks like Matt Kemp just set himself up into the first position. Brian Terry out on track right now. We'll see if he can set a better lap than that 12th position. Morgan Bard and Brandon Holder in that 9th and 10th position. Like Morgan Bard in that 9th position. Let's see if Brian Terry can set himself up any better. It does not look like it. Mo Abbott and moved himself into that 13th position. Brad Neer in 14th. Looks like Josh should be getting ready to sit down in here in just one moment. But I'm going to go ahead and give him a couple of minutes to just get everything settled in. But he will be here in just a few moments. Everybody wondering why you're just hearing my ugly voice right now? Yeah, it's because Josh, like we said, had to go do something. So he's just got back home, and he'll be getting everything set up and going. But right now, it looks like Justin Winters is sitting in the pits, actually coming out right now on his out lap is that 9 of Justin Winters. So Sarah Mays, I see you already over in the YouTube chat saying, hey, my favorite announcer, it's good to be here tonight. Hope Josh is feeling better. He is definitely feeling better here tonight. Like we said, he just had a couple of things come up right before the race, had to go take care of, and he's getting back, getting settled in, but he is feeling a lot better than he was last night, so hopefully we'll get a little bit more energy out of him. It sounds like right now like Mo Abbott also out in that 14th position. Looks like Scott Fritz, Frankie Barroso going to be sitting in the pits right now. Right now, the nod of Justin Winters going to set that first lap. You also see BMW 274 saying, let's go, Morgan. Right now, Morgan Bard in that 10th position, so doing a good job in that 10th position. Morgan Bard moving his way up through the field. We'll see how this 9 of Justin Winters is going to set on that first lap. Going to put himself in the 8th position. So we'll see if he can better himself. Saw a really good drive out of him in the Xfinity race last night. So we'll see if he can better himself here tonight. Scott Fritz currently going around for his first lap. See if Justin Winters can set that second lap a little bit better. We'll see if that one sets a lap right here. It looks like he will. Scott Fritz going to sit in that 16th spot. We're going to go back on board here with Justin Winters. Looks like he did not better that first lap. So going to go ahead and pull it down.
Finish.
Right now, Frankie Barroso going to set himself into that 16th spot. Scott Fritz going to bump him down into 17th. So going to have to see if Scott Fritz can better himself on this lap.
$39,474. That's going to put Fritz in 13th currently. Actually, that's going to put him in 13th. It looks like Slider, Lancaster, and Nichols, the only 3 drivers that have not qualified. But Chris, last night's Xfinity winner, Matt Kemp, second place finisher. He won the Truck Series. Zach Nichols won the Xfinity race last time. But second place runner-up finisher last night in Xfinity, Matt Kemp, got himself on the pole here. And that's looking like trouble for some of these boys out there early. We know if those boys show up fast, they're usually going to be quick and in a hurry to get up there and lead as many laps as they can. And it's hard to get past those boys, but we'll see. We've got Matt Grenier, Doug Newbig, and Gabriel Ellison all showing some speed here tonight. Matthew T. Lee a little bit farther back than maybe we have come to expect him, but still only sitting in that 6th place. It's going to be a good race here. About 40 seconds left to qualifying. 45 seconds left to qualify. Jeez Louise, man, I could not get that out. But yeah, looking like we're going to have a decent little field here tonight, and we'll see 100 laps here at Michigan. Expecting pretty much the same thing we've seen all week. Just good, hard, clean racing, and it's going to be fun. And can't wait to see them not only use the slow lane, but use that high lane. It's going to be fun. Great racing here tonight at Michigan. I'm expecting to see very quick speeds, very tight racing, and overall just no give or take. Can't wait to see it.
So it looks like we're going to the grid right now. All the drivers getting set up. Gonna wait for a couple of these drivers. Gonna go ahead and get the grid pulled up on the screen though. Is here at the LNS Customs 200. It's gonna be a lot of fun here tonight at Michigan. Matt Kemp gonna lead that pole though. So like we saw like last night, he's got a lot of practice. Him and his teammate in that Zach Nichols machine got a lot of practice at this track. So gonna see a lot of fun between these drivers. So it looks like we're waiting on Matt Kemp to get gridded in so we can go ahead and go down there and see all these beautiful cars. It looks like Matt Kemp's still not spawned in, so we're gonna go ahead and get through these. Get through your qualifying grid. Matt Kemp gonna go ahead and take that pole position, as we've seen him really fast here in the Xfinity cars. Doug Newbigin gonna be in that second position. Oh, there's that 54 Matt Kemp.
We're resetting session.
What happened?
We're resetting the session. Jason forgot to turn fast repairs off. We're going, so yeah.
All right, well, it sounds like we're going to have to go back to the loading screen here for just 1 second, and then we will get back to you with the new session.
Step back,
getting the session set up here. Waiting on race control to go ahead and advance the session. While we're waiting on that, though, go ahead and get these points pulled up onto the screen so that way we can get your season points and actually your team points as well pulled up on the screen so you can see where your teams and your drivers are sitting. It looks like, actually, take that back. It looks like the session has been transferred over, so we're going to go ahead and get that grid set back up. As right now the grid that's on your screen is not the correct one. I'm going to go ahead and get the actual one pulled up here. There we go. Just going to go ahead and wait for our drivers to get settled into their cars, get everything situated again. Do apologize about that. We did have an issue with the server again here, but we did get it situated. Everybody had a couple of laps to go ahead and get everything situated, get settled into their machines, but now we are getting ready to go green. So it looks like everybody is getting set up. Matt Kemp is not gridded in, so we're going to go ahead, skip past him. Matt Kemp in that 54 machine, as you saw him grid up there late on the grid earlier. There he is again, as I keep saying it, Matt Kemp there in that pole position. Doug Newbigging in that second position. Matt Grenier going to be in that third position. Gabriel Ellison in fourth. David Barber in fifth. Matthew Lee going to be in that sixth position. Frankie Barroso in that seventh position, excuse me. Brad Neer in eighth. Justin Winters in ninth. Top 10 qualify there for that Justin Winters machine. And then his teammate Alex Huffman sitting right behind him. So Huffy and Winters going to be sitting together here, 9th and 10th. David Sheets going to be in 11th. Morgan Bard in 12th. Brandon Holder in that 13th position. Scott Fritz going to be in 14th. Mike Eden Jr. in 15th. Brian Terry 16th. Bo Abbott's going to be in that 17th position. Zach Nichols in 18th. And Adam Lancaster looks like he's going to be starting from the pits. Might have missed the grid there. So Adam Lancaster looks like he might have to start from the pits. But we're going to go ahead, go up here with your drivers. It looks like the pace lights are out. So everybody going to go ahead, get settled in, because we are about to go 100 laps of green flag racing here at Michigan. Going to be a lot of fun. As we've seen here these past couple of nights, it's been a lot of fun with the Xfinity and with the with the truck cars. Truck cars. What am I talking about over here? With the trucks, it's been a lot of fun. So we're going to see definitely a lot of drivers getting set up here. Matt Kemp going to be on that outside. Doug Newbigging going to be on that outside. A lot of these drivers are going to have to get set up and get ready for this race. It's about to go green.
It is indeed. We're going to see that pace car possibly turn left. If it does, that means this race is going green. There it is. It is turning left, so we'll see the field now roll up to the start here. The flag man going to show him the green. And in just one moment, we'll be waving, and there it goes. The flagman waving. Green, green, green. Matt Kemp. At 7 to Doug Newbigging off to a start. It looks like 54 going to get way better of a restart, though. The 15 of Grenier going to follow him in. Those 207 guys, Grenier going to roll up behind that 54 of Matt Kemp. Looks like that inside lane going to roll early here into turn 2. But on the exit, here comes that 7 of Newbigging. Looks like who is that behind him? 77? Yeah, it's the 77 of Gabriel Ellison, his teammate. Rolling behind that outside lane. And you'll see him dive it here into turn number 3. And Matt Kemp, where he has been at pretty much all weekend, he's going to lead lap 1.
Yeah, Matt Kemp doing a really stellar job out here on the track these last couple of days. You know, really showing us that he knows how to handle pretty much everything with wheels. Look at that, the 84 David Farmer. Looks like he was taking it 3 wide there for a second. Could be a little bit of contact here from that 15. No, 3 wide. You see the 12 getting a little loose up there on that top lane. Woo! Man, Frankie Barroso having to really get on that wheel, having to save it. Whoa, we got a little bit of contact. Who was that? Maybe it looks like the 76 and the 1. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. That one of Scott Fritz. Brad Neer looks like he's looking his way up in here. Maybe a little bit of contact there with that one. The 06 falling off just a little bit. You know, Frankie Barroso had to save it. Now we've got Doug Newbigging tucking back in behind that 54, Matt Kemp. Gabriel Ellison, his teammate. If these 2 Lucky Duck guys are going to take that high side to have that 15 of Matt Grenier. Try to take that high lane with him, but not going to be able to follow. Now the 77 is going to dive down behind his teammate. See maybe that Matt Grenier and that Richard Cranium. 15 going to take that outside lane. He will. It looks like he's got to run, but the 7 going to cut him off.
As you're seeing the 7 of Newbigging now really try to work his way back up to where he was a little bit earlier in this race. He wants to get up there. He wants to run with these boys up front, but looks like he's going to go to this bottom lane now. Newbigging just experimenting with the track. You're going to see these drivers do that here early. Going to experiment. Going to, just try to find that race groove. Race groove, practice groove, different things. You can kind of use that same groove, but it always feels just a tad different. Actually, out on the racetrack with all the air, dirty air, you can kind of simulate the dirty air in practice with a couple cars, but never feel like what it does when you're out there just racing. And as you see, Grenier in the lead, but it looks like the 54 wanting to come back to the lead. See him go to the bottom lane, Frankie Barroso. We see that 21 of Morgan Bard. He's sitting in fourth, all the way on the bottom of the track there below Doug Newbigging. It looks like the 12 Frankie Barroso almost got into the wall by himself as they were 3 wide for just a moment. They're going to get back 2 wide, but oh, look at that. Here comes the 8. Alex Huffman in that yellow machine, a very slick-looking race car here this week. He's going to roll it in and try to pick up that 4th position here. Looks like he will get past Morgan on that outside lane. As you say that, Matt Kemp, though, starting to lose a little bit of position. Now back to that 4th spot.
Yeah, looks like a lot of looseness coming here early on. You see Matt Kemp starting to fall back. Gabriel Ellison starting to fall back. Frankie Barroso moved himself up into the 2nd position, but he's really high up on the lane. Now 3 wide back behind him. Matt Grenier going to take over the lead. Just 2 laps to go, so he's going to lead his 2nd lap here. Matt Grenier, though, looks like he is really strong out here on Michigan. Somebody that I want to point out that doesn't look very strong here, Josh. 44, Zach Nichols, he's hanging on to the back of the wheel. He's got that 3 of Moab and Brian Terry sitting on his back bumper, so wonder if Zach Nichols just having a little bit of trouble in that car. He is really falling back. Started a really a good ways back, but talking about falling back, I see Doug Newbigging falling back all the way to that 8th position. So you're seeing a lot of these drivers starting to fall off, maybe going a little bit of conserve line. Whoa, everybody's starting to fall off, it looks like.
I don't think you should fault that Zach Nichols machine. I'm pretty sure he'll be back up here. He's just probably conserving. Maybe thinking these boys were going to get a little racy, kind of like they are. We're seeing some pretty aggressive pushing. These Cup Series guys have sat on the sidelines and watched the Truck Series put on one heck of a show. Whoop, say that. David Farmer around 84 down the back straightaway. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. Big damage as well. He's kind of wishing those fast repairs were still on. Unfortunate for the 84.
Big damage there for the 84. We'll go back and see what happened with that 84 David Farmer.
Looks like the 7 of Doug Newbigging was below him. We'll see if they made contact at the corner.
Looks like Mikey Nill was there. We'll see. Coming out of the corner, he's 3 wide. I know they say, being here at Michigan, a track that I was watching, yeah, it looks like maybe just got a little tight. I can't really tell. We'll see if we can see it from Doug Newbigging's
I would just call that a racing incident. I mean, the 15 didn't go up necessarily, but I mean, the line's going to carry him up the track, and you see the 84 drive it across his nose just a little bit right there.
Yeah.
I would just call it a racing incident.
You see, yeah, it looks like Mikey Nill just tightened up a little bit, got into that rear quarter panel. Yeah, but also being on that 3rd lane, that's something that we were pointing out. Something I was actually going to point out was, being in that middle lane, you lose a lot of air on these these cars. You become basically in a bubble that doesn't have any air. So it's really hard when you're racing 3 wide at a plate track, basically like Michigan.
Oh yeah, it can be difficult, Chris. Indeed. I mean, you get in that dirty air, you become that, like you say, that in that bubble, and the car just snaps loose, goes tight. I mean, it just does whatever it wants. It almost has a mind of its own, in a sense. It'll be interesting to see. We see Mikey Nill Jr., Justin Winters, Mo Abbott, Brian Terry, Adam Lancaster, David Farmer, and Brad Neer all come down pit road. Looks like a couple of those drivers had some small damage. I saw the 9 machine of Justin Winters look like he had some damage. On the front right, he does indeed. That old school diecast number 9, who was looking so strong in Xfinity last night, does have some damage here early. We'll see him probably fix up this damage under caution and get back out.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
doesn't
look like he's taking any tires or anything. Might be just doing a fuel play, and like you said, Josh, just a little bit of damage repair. Yeah, you see that right front fender over there, just a little dinged up. So does have a little bit of damage. Might have got into the wall. But he's going to be able to keep it going. A little bit of damage, but, as long as you stay in that draft, you will be fine. It looks like Go back and see. On that right side, yeah, the left side doesn't look messed up. It just looks like the right side. I see Sarah May's going, no! But it does look like he's got it. It does look like it's not that bad. He's just going to have to hope that he doesn't get hung out in the draft. If he stays in the draft, he'll be fine.
Should be fine here, man. We got 100 laps. There's going to be some other cars that are going to take some damage here. He should be able to even out here. We shouldn't see Justin Winters have to really struggle too hard. Just, it's going to be a tough race for him. But we've seen a lot of drivers have to deal with this same difficulty he's dealing with tonight. Especially in the Xfinity race last night. So
yeah, a lot of really hands-on racing going on last night with the Xfinity cars. That was definitely a lot of fun. I always tell everybody it's my favorite platform, or it's my favorite car on the platform to watch. And honestly, it's a lot of fun just because of the low downforce of the Xfinity cars, the high horsepower. It makes it a handful. It makes it a rocket, and it really becomes a lot of fun to watch them. But these Cup cars, man, they're just pretty much planted to the ground. They're a lot of fun to drive, though.
They do everything a lot better, obviously. Well, very gripped up with this downforce package. Pace lights off. Should be turning left here. And Frankie Barroso, Grenier are going to be your two guys bringing us back to the green flag.
Sarah giving Josh saying, sounds better. Yeah, he does sound better, Sarah. He said he was feeling better earlier.
Thank you. Yeah, my throat was very scratchy towards the end of the stream last night. I just had a really weird tickle burn in my throat. It was one of those where if you feel like you talk, you're just going to lose your voice, so I had to kind of relax it. But very exciting race last night, so that's probably where the scratchy and the burning was coming from. I couldn't stop screaming, man. That race was giving me a heart attack. You'd have thought I was the one racing. But here tonight, I'm thinking it's going to be a fun one. Just trying to keep it calm and collected here early like the drivers. Once the action starts heating up, I'm sure I will. This is just going to be a fun night. 100 laps here at Michigan. It's not, too much, but we're still going to be here for a decent amount. Hanging out with you fans, and the drivers are going to have to get it riled back up here. It looks like Grenier was your, leader on that restart. He is. He just chose the outside lane, and that outside lane is going to be moving with that 15 of Matt Grenier, and it looks like the 8 all over the rear of that Mark II aerospace of Frankie Barroso. As you see Alex Huffman pushing it, and then Matt Kemp right behind him, Matthew at T. Lee. As you see that 06 Martin Sport's going to pull up as the 54 goes up the track, and behind the 21 of Morgan Barber. It's down the back straightaway they go, 2 wide. Going to see a little bit of action on this restart. Wouldn't expect to see, possibly with the way our restarts have been going this week, we could lose a fast driver right here, man. I'm telling you. It's almost like a guessing game with who it's going to be each week. It's going to get caught up in something, man.
Frankie Barroso getting loose on that top lane.
Yeah, look at that outside lane, man. They are lined up and pushing. Nose to bumper. You see the 31 going to the bottom of the track. And look at that, Chris. There comes the 44 of Zach Nichols, 11th place.
Yeah, wasn't trying to say he was having anything happen. Whoa, 3 wide back there behind them coming out of turn 3. Zach Nichols having to get in the middle of that. Whoa, Frankie Barroso going down to the bottom of the track. 77, Gabriel Ellison going to take that move and going to go ahead and promote himself up into that 4th position. But the 21, Morgan Bard, looks like in that middle lane did not have the same momentum as that 54 and that 15. So he's going to fall off just a little bit to that machine. And look at that, the 54 going to pull back up into the lead. But Matt Grenier going to go ahead and try to take that back over. He does. Whoa, Matt Grenier had a really big run coming out of turn 4, excuse me.
Yeah, he led that lap as well, I'm pretty sure.
Guys, we're just going to kind of cycle back through here. We see a couple of drivers. Scott Fritz going to move himself up 8 positions. We've got Adam Lancaster, who started in the pits. He's got himself up into this 8th position, currently battling his teammate of Alex Huffman. So Huffy on that inside lane. You're going to see, whoa, Huffy got a really big drive on that inside lane. He's going to go ahead and get around that 7. Now going to tuck up to that door of that 1 of Scott Fritz. But now Scott Fritz, whoa, it looks like everybody getting a little loose up here. The 15 of Matt Grenier. Going to try to go to that bottom lane. Looks like he might have got almost into that 21. But the 77 now going to pull up. Whoa, big check up there. 4 of Matthew Lee.
Whoa, they're big checking up to the 7, the 8, and the 1. 1 plus 7 equals 8. And they almost went on a ride right there, man. That was almost bad.
7 still loose back there. Doug Newbigging really fighting that wheel coming out of 2.
Ooh, big drive in here again, and the one that got checked up as well from a car in front of him. See Newbigging take to that outside lane. That is a footprint insoles. Sticker, I want to say, on his pillar right there, if I caught that logo correctly. If I didn't, do apologize to whoever's company that was, and I just I want to say that's footprint insoles.
I was trying to get another shot of it, but could not. But right now, it looks like got a couple of cars single filing it out right now. Matt Kemp going to go ahead and assume that lead. You see the 15 taking a completely different line as that 54. These Xfinity cars were really liking the top lane. Whoa, it looks like the 15 getting into the wall a little bit. 77 going to take that inside lane. You're going to see the 21, Morgan Bard, take that inside lane as well. So right now, the No Chance Motorsports boys have got a couple of drivers up here in the lead. Zach Nichols has fallen back a couple of positions. He was starting to get up there into the top 5, but now he's fallen back to that 11th position.
He was running 11th the whole time.
Okay. Then maybe I was thinking of somebody else. I do apologize, but right now,
Alex Huffman has the same exact kind of color. Maybe that's what you saw right there.
Maybe that is what I saw.
Thinking of colors, you know.
Maybe that's what it was. I do apologize if I was wrong in that, but Zach Nichols still sitting in that 11th position, so he is moving his way up. Right now, Huffy and Lancaster are going to be, the 31 Brandon Holder and Huffman going to be battling it out. It looks like Huffy on the back of that 7 of Doug Newbigging, really pushing him into the corner. See the 04 Matthew Lee taking that inside lane. Rewind going here into turn 1. Let's see if that works out. The 21 of Morgan Barr going to cut that nose. Whoa, the 7 into the wall. Bump to the floor. This is wreck. Scott Fritz around. And it looks like
the 8's going to take a big shot. The 8 took a big shot. Or not, was it the 8? Was that, who was that? Yeah, that's the 8 of Alex Huffman. 8 took a big shot.
So I'll have to go back and see. Have to do this guerrilla style, as I call it. Do not have an incident marker, so going to have to just rewind it.
Oh, he saved it.
As we were talking about, it looks like maybe the 7 just got into the wall there. Yeah, the 7 getting into the wall. Able to keep it off of that inside wall. Looks like everybody was able to keep it off that inside wall. So big shot there for Alex Huffman. He was able to save it, able to keep it going. Well, let's keep it green. You see Alex Huffman going ahead and pulling it down pit lane, though. Going to get a little bit of repair. But right now, Matt Kemp, Gabriel Ellison kind of running off with this lead pack. Morgan Bard about a half a second off of Gabriel Ellison. Matt Grenier going to be trying to tuck up to that black bumper of that 21. And then you see there, the 7 to Doug Newbigging trying to tuck back up to that 15. And Adam Lancaster having that 31 of Brandon Holder on his back bumper. Go back a little bit further. It looks like Zach Nichols has moved his way up into that 8th position. Mikey Neal Jr. in 9th. Then you see Justin Winters sitting in the top 10 right now. Like we were saying, don't count out that Justin Winters machine. We know he's got the talent behind that wheel. So I wouldn't count him out even with more damage than that. You see him going to hang it up there on that top to middle lane. He's going to allow the 3 there. Mo Abbott in that Wrangler, good-looking Wrangler scheme there from that 3 of Mo Abbott. Looks like he's going to be trying to battle the inside of that 06 of David Sheets. We're going to go back up here on board with your leaders. Morgan Barr going to be trying to tuck back up to that 77. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit of a run up to that 77. But
pit road has been closed.
Right now, pit road has been closed for stage break will be at the end of this lap. See, whoa, look at that. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison going to have a big drive into turn 3. He's going to take it over, but the 54 going to have the better run. That was a big jump there for that 77, but not going to have it. The 54 going to go ahead and take over that Blanchard's Towing stage win. Woo, he was able to hold off that 77. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison did have a really big drive in there, though, so whew, that was a big drive in, but was not able to capitalize on it. And the 54 able to just pretty much do what he does best, win that stage.
Isn't that where now he's won a stage in every series this week?
Yeah.
He won the stage at the Truck Series, didn't he? Then he won the stage last night, I know. Am I wrong with that? Either way, back to his winning ways, like you said, man. Matt Kemp just feels unstoppable.
We'll go ahead and wait for them to get around.
Okay. Yeah, he did not win the stage last night.
Okay, so we were able to get that confirmed. He did not win the stage last night. He did win the race at the Truck Series, though. So I want to say he won the stage in the Cup Series, and then he won the race.
Yeah,
the Truck Series.
It was Pendell that won the stage last night.
Yes.
But we'll see these cars come down pit road here and get some service. 4 tires and fuel. Goodness gracious for these drivers, as you're going to see them get some pit stop service here in just a moment. And then we'll bring up that 54 of Matt Kemp and have a word with your stage winner. Blanchard's towing stage winner, that is. That's Matt Kemp back to his winning ways here at Michigan. This track's just been very good to him. Mo Abbott going to stay out. We'll watch Matt Kemp here, see if any drivers, it looks like he's going to get out first.
Big old gaggle of race cars coming up behind him, but that 54 Matt Kemp going to win that race off of pit road, but David Barber, Mo Abbott going to stay out on those old tires. So it's going to be interesting to see how these boys handle those older tires, but we're going to go ahead and get Matt Kemp pulled up here in the booth, and we'll get an interview with him.
All right, going to go ahead and bring up that 54 Matt Kemp. Have a word with your Blanchard stage winner. Matt Kemp, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you guys.
Man, oh man, it seems like we've had a word with you, I think, almost every race this week, man. You have just been on the point here. I mean, we saw Gabriel with a big dive in right there, but you're going to take it back. You're going to pick up the Blanchard's Towing Stage win here tonight. One of them for the Cup Series. And, you know, we're seeing Mo Abbott, David Farmer kind of doing what you and Zach did last night, staying out on. Oh, looks like, I say that, Mo just pulled his way down pit road. So, we could see David out there on old tires. Who knows? The field's going to get stacked up here either way with one guy at least, and we can see some mayhem. So how are you expecting to carry this stage, man? Carry this progression and or progress, I should say. And man, you're looking great out there again, Matt.
Oh, thanks. I say this every time. I feel like I don't know. It's all really dependent here, especially on kind of what line's moving and what everybody else is doing, and try not to burn the right front off of it tonight also, because we're running pretty tight. So yeah, just gonna try to stay up towards the front and hopefully take care of my tires and hopefully have another shot at it here at the end of this stage.
Yeah, man, you've looked very excellent, you know, all week. You know, it seems like from the trucks to the Xfinity to tonight, it's just been learn, and you're showing that progression, man, showing that excellent racing ability here tonight. And hey, gotta say, congratulations to you on the Blanchard's Towing Stage win, man. Let you get back down to your team here, get ready for this restart, and we're looking forward to possibly having a word with you here in the future.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Acting like it's the end of the race there. So used to at the end of the interview saying that, Chris. Like I'm not going to possibly talk to him, you know, here soon, but we'll see, though, here in this restart in just a minute. The 54 Matt Kemp, the 84 of David Farmer. Green flag is out, and here goes the 84 and the 54. 54 should hook up pretty good here. The 84 obviously going to get the jump because he is setting the restart there. So he is going to cut off the 54, but the 54 should go to the inside here. He will. He's going to go out in front of the 77 of Gabriel Ellison as the 84 got some damage, so we should see Farmer roll back here. You could see some cars get checked up here mid-pack. Like I say that, a 31 going across the 44's nose.
Woo!
Looks like we're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Between Brandon Holder to 7, here comes the 44 as well. Yeah, everybody getting checked up there, Chris.
Everybody is going kind of crazy. We have got 3 wide racing all over the track.
Farmer in the wall.
Barber getting all the way up into the wall. He's just going to hold it there. I will try to see. Somebody said the paint schemes are not refreshed. Let me restart my trade and paints, and I'll see. Let me close it out, open it back up. And if the paints are wrong, I do apologize. It looks like they are changing. So yes, you are correct. Maybe a couple of drivers changed them, or maybe I just did not have the right files. But gonna get that fixed here for you guys. The 54 back Kemp go out into the lead. Holding on, but the 77 of Gabriel Ellison. Yeah, I do see a lot of the paint schemes changing here, so thank you, John Bradley Pill, for that. That little bit of shout out there. I do see that a couple of paint schemes have changed to the different ones.
Yeah, it's usually weird. Sometimes, I mean, obviously, trading paint starts on startup for both of our systems, so it's weird that sometimes when you get into a race, you see old schemes, and it's like trading paint doesn't want to refresh itself. As I say that, though, man, this is a refreshing, a freshman of what you're going to see here all night. If you don't remember what you were expecting here at Michigan, we'll refresh your mind with this, buddy. 3 wide racing. Zach Nichols coming up behind his teammate here now, as they're going to be 2 wide. Man, we are seeing pretty much what we've seen all week. Almost 4 wide there for a second, Chris. Oh man, these boys are getting tied up here. If you're in that 44, that 31, that 77, the 21 right now, you're just all thinking, please let those guys stay up there and stay clean.
Oh my goodness, thank you, John Bradley Pill, for telling me to refresh my paints. These paint schemes that I see now, ooh, these things are beautiful. I see the 44 in that beautiful Mountain Dew scheme. That is awesome. I saw the 21, he had a beautiful paint scheme as well,
Well, the 31 might have just either made a little bit of contact with the 44. Not sure what just happened there. He pulled down the track very hard. He's going to get back in it, though.
Doesn't look like he has any damage on that front or rear. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of check up there for that 31. So the Brandon Holder machine going to be on that inside lane. But look at that. Whoa, Zach Nichols just a big charge up through the field there. He'll be all over the back bumper of that 54, his teammate.
Big stack up.
Big stack
76
up.
got into the back of the 25. Or excuse me, the 9 maybe? Yeah, I think he got in the back of the 9.
Right now, a lot of drivers really holding on to this pace. I want to go up here and notice, though, Adam Lancaster out in the lead now. He is really on a tear through the field. Adam Lancaster now promoting himself up to the lead. Matt Green, you're going to be having to really get underneath this 88 skin now. He's going to have to try to pick it up. He's currently the only team member of his team out on the track right now. So Matt Green all by himself. But right now, whoa, look at that. Mikey Nail Jr., big drive in behind that 7 of Doug Newbigging.
Yeah, you see the 25 of Mikey Nail Jr. Big rollout, though, as you're going to see the 7 of Doug Newbigging get a big drive into the corner. As he's going to pull up on Grenier, and like you said, Chris, Adam Lancaster just kind of cruised his way through the field. He was so unnoticed here early, and now starting from 19th. All the way up. He started tail into the field.
Started in the pits.
Yeah, started in the pits. You are right. And now sitting P1.
Yeah, as I see now, Mo Abbott's got a pitch black car. That thing is pitch black. We're going to back up on board here, though. See Mo Abbott currently now a lap down. David Farmer a lap down. Scott Fritz also a lap down. Unfortunate for that one machine, man. He just always gets caught up in the mess here. Whoa, a little bit of a bump there for the 7 of Doug Newbigging.
They were leaning a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, they were really leaning on each other there. See the 15, looks like he's going to try to drive it up to that back bumper of that 88 Adam Lancaster. Like you said, Josh, started from the pits. So able to really, that caution, or excuse me, that stage break was really what helped him. Because look at that, he drove all the way from the back, now up to the front. We're going to kind of cycle through everybody right now. You see the 7 of Doug Newbigging sitting in that 3rd position. Brandon Holder trying to hold on to that 5th. Mike Neal Jr. in front of him. So Mikey Neal trying to hang on to the bottom lane. It looks like he's going to go ahead and get that inside lane on Doug Newbigging. So Doug Newbigging had to check up a little bit. 725 going to go ahead and tuck it back in. I was going to say 31 having a big check up there. Zach Nichols able to recognize what was in front of it. Whoa! Whoa! Justin Winters with a big save there. He just got bumped from that 76 and got into the corner a little sideways, but was able to keep it going. Now you see 77 tucking in back behind him. Big check up there from that 76 as he got into that back of that 9, but Justin Winters able to keep it rolling. Here up front, though, Adam Lancaster still hanging on to that lead. You see Matt Grenier still trying to tuck up. A big run there from Matt. Probably going to see him get out of the gas, not trying to make a move. He's going to be kind of cruising behind him right now. And then you see behind Matt Grenier. Matt Grenier is going to beat Doug Newbigging. Back behind them, just everybody kind of fanning out in a single file line. Zach Nichols moved himself up into that 6th position. Justin Winters in that 7th position. On the inside of him is that 77. But going to go ahead and say, yeah, I'm just going to tuck back in behind you. Gabriel Ellison saying, I'm not going to try to push that effort. 76 riding that top lane. Matt Kemp now moving his way back up through the field. Go back a little bit further. You see that 21 Morgan Bar going to be sitting on his outside lane. 2 teammates back here trying to work together. And you go back here, Matthew Lee really falling off the pace. Looks like he's got a lot of damage on that race car. Ooh, yeah, a lot of damage on that right side. So really falling off the pace is that 04 Matthew Lee. Unfortunate for him. And then back behind him, Brian Terry and Alex Huffman. Looks like they're, Alex Huffman back here. Looks like Brian Terry, and that is the 84 David Farmer. Going to be battling for position back here. Back up front, though. See the 15. Looks like he might be getting ready to make a move, Josh.
Yeah, Grenier all over the back of the 88. We'll see if the 7's going to have any influence and what happens with this mover if he tries to make a move himself. 31 of Brandon Holder and the 25 getting tight back there.
Up in front of his teammate is that 54, a really big head of steam. Now they're linked together. You could see a really dangerous combination now. You see Mikey Neal.
Could indeed, man. And I was going to say, Chris, Matt fell back all the way to 10th, 11th, and he's already rolled back up to 5th spot in just a couple laps. So it shows that he's got speed. He can just pass cars at will, man.
Yeah, Matt Kemp showing you big drive to the inside.
Look at that.
Big drive to the inside. You know what? Maybe he was like, you know what? I'm going to fall back and then get back up here to the front. Maybe he's just having fun. Maybe this is just a game. Well, I mean, it is a game. But you know what I mean. Maybe it's just a game to him. He's like, I want to fall all the way to the back and then come all the way back to the front.
Push his glasses up. Do you mean simulator?
It's right now. 54 taking a big move to the inside. Let's see if he eats that equipment up early on. Get up here to the lead, and if he'll be able to hold on to it. He's got on the inside of the 15. See if he can make it stick. Does not make it stick, so the 15 going to have to, or excuse me, the 54 going to tuck back into the line. Going to try to make a move here again. That kept all the way up to Adam Lancaster.
Lancaster led that lap. Look at Brandon Holder with the big run. Out of freaking nowhere, man, comes the 31 machine.
Yeah, Brandon Holder with a really big drive up behind him. Now Zach Nichols is starting to poke his head up into...
Whoa, the 7 and the 76 are bumping. That's the 25, excuse me.
See him getting collected out, though. We're really falling off on that inside lane. Look at that, Josh. The 21 starting to poke his head up in here. Man, these cars are just coming out of the middle of nowhere.
Just fast runs, man. This is a wicked fast track. And when the runs come, you take them. You'll see the 54 try to fight his way back. Adam Lancaster still going to be your leader here with 60 laps to go. As that Lancaster's transmission 88 Chevy Camaro doing an excellent job holding off Grenier, Kemp, all the Fords behind him.
Right now, yeah, like you're saying, it looks like Adam Lancaster's still going to hold on to that lead. The 54 going to tuck in behind him, but look at that, Josh Brandon Holder, just out of the middle of nowhere, starts charging up through the field. That's normally what he does, and you should see right now back behind him, that 44, Zach Nichols. He should be able to collect one of these boys behind him and start pushing his way back up there. We'll see if he collects with his 31. No, it looks like the 44 going to drive it down in there, 3 wide.
This could be contact.
This could be bad. 44 gonna get out of it. Whoa, that was really close there. 12
Look at Frankie Barroso, big run.
Frankie Barroso, all that inside lane. A lot of these drivers probably on different tire strategies now, really wanting to get everything set up for this run. We're about 42 laps into this race. The stage break will be in another 3 laps. We're going to see who can take home this stage 2 win, and then we really come to the real race. And now everybody's just trying to get it figured out, trying to understand what the car can and can't do. Like I said, you're probably seeing Matt Kemp. Got my Matts confused. You're going to see Matt Kemp probably try to really set himself up, trying to just see what strategies can work here. But whoa, look at that, Adam Lancaster up into the wall. 54 Matt Kemp. Matt Kemp going to get a run. Grenier going to have to tuck down to that inside.
And here he comes back to the inside.
Oh, Adam Lancaster really killing that run, getting up into the wall, but able to collect it back up. Didn't really, what I used to say, gorilla glue him into the wall. That's always what I used to say. Every time you get stuck on that wall, it's like you just get gorilla glued to it. You can't get pulled off. But it looks like Adam Lancaster going to get it situated back under him, and he's going to assume that second position again. But he's going to have to really get it settled up, just settle down. Look at that, 25, Mikey Neal making a move on the inside of Douglas Newbigging.
Yeah, Doug Newbigging has ran pretty solid here tonight. He's going to fall back, though, another position, as it looks like he was starting to gain some track speed again as he started this race in second on the outside pole, but just hasn't really had that lead pace ever since about since the first stage. As he say that, though, Brandon Holder, big freaking run, man. I mean, he just was driving past him for a second.
Let's see how long he can stay down there. He's going to be on that yellow line. He's going to have to really get up into it. This could be a bump. 31 bumped into the 25, but we're going to keep it rolling. Whoa, the 12 getting loose back there. Maybe it looks like the 76. Yeah, the 12 and the 76 getting into a little loose contact there. Everybody going to keep it rolling. That's just the name of the game.
Pit road was closed last time by. Well, as we hit the strike, this past lap.
So Matt Kemp going to pull himself out into the lead again. We're going to see if he can hold on to it. Maybe the 44 go up here and start poking his nose into it. This would be the run. 44 taking to the inside. 54 trying to cut that momentum off. But he's going to have a better run coming out of turn 2. We should see Doug Newbigging tuck up behind that 88 Adam Lancaster. See if he does. He does. Whoa! 25 maybe getting a little bit of contact there. 77 going to tuck up behind his teammate. Let's see if the 44 has a big drive here into turn 4.
Yeah, 44, 3/10 back now for Matt Kemp. Doesn't got him at the moment, but whoa, big drive through Mikey Neal Jr. Well, that's a good shot right there for the stage.
You're going to see Matt Kemp walk away with your Blanchard's Towing stage 2 win. Really setting up the fashion here in this cup race.
All right, and after the end of that stage break, we're going to throw it to an L&S Custom side-by-side. We'll be back with you once these drivers get off pit road, and we'll have a word with Matt Kemp again and see what he's got to say about that stage 2 victory.
welcome you back to the action. You see Matt Kemp going to go ahead and win that race off the pit lane. So we're going to go ahead and get that 54 up. Matt Kemp up here in the booth and have a word with your Blanchard Towing Stage 2 winner as well.
Matt, we're seeing 2 for 2 so far on the stage breaks, man. Looking for that third stage win here, which would be the checkered for the race. How are you looking to go forward to it, man? Looking very hot in that 54 so far.
I don't know. Zach was looking pretty good there at the end of that stage. I think he figured it out finally. He was struggling earlier, but I think he's figured it out. And I think anybody else who is kind of figuring this out, there's a few guys. I know Gabriel's flying right now. It looked like Holder was actually really flying right there. So it's going to be a race here to the end, man. I think you can see there it's so tough to pass when everybody gets trained up. But we'll see what we can do.
Oh yeah, well, we're excited to see it, man. We know it's going to be a show. We know each race you've been in this season, or this week, I should say, excuse me, has been a hectic one. It's been a crazy final stage. We're expecting that same fireworks here tonight, man. Congratulations on the first 2 stage victories of the night, and hopefully we'll be seeing you replicate that success here in stage 3, the final stage, and good luck. Congratulations on that, and keep her clean.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Matt. Keep her clean for sure, Chris. That's what you got to do here at Michigan.
Yeah, you got to definitely keep these cars clean. It's, you know, like we said, it's basically like, imagine it, you know, I was watching a video actually earlier. It's not about Michigan, but it was about Atlanta, you know, and it really makes a lot of sense about a lot of these 2-mile tracks, you know. I mean, even though Atlanta's not 2 miles, but a lot of these, you know, bigger tracks, you know, they're basically, you know, plate tracks. They're really fast, wide tracks, and you know, you don't understand that you can get a massive run really quick, and we've been seeing that happen. So you have to keep those cars clean, because if you have damage, you know, as you saw the 04, you know, of Matthew Lee really falling off the pace with that big damage that he has on his car. So it just has to, you have to keep that car clean though.
Well, as the pace car going to bring them through turn 4, these drivers about ready to get on the loud pedal. And speaking of loud pedal, we're going to go ahead and get you thrown to an LNS Customs loud pedal as the field gets ready to go back green. So get those volumes turned up, get the field view, or excuse me, the full screen going. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And yeah, enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds from beautiful Michigan International Speedway. Welcome you back from that LNS Customs loud pedal. As you saw, man, getting a little hectic there under that segment. We saw one driver get out of sorts, and then it seemed like everybody got checked up there. 3 wide, 4 wide. As it looks like Brad Neer is going to set himself in the lead right now, Chris. It's Mikey Neal Jr. fighting back on the inside lane. Matt Grenier, Frankie Barroso, Adam Lancaster. Your top 5, Zach Nichols, Matt Kemp, rolling in that 6th, 7th position.
Yeah, we saw under that little bit of turn it up, or loud pedal, Josh, you know, it was really crazy, really hectic. A lot of drivers getting sideways, Brad Neer getting sideways, Mikey Neal getting sideways. A lot of drivers just getting checked up, and everybody able to keep it going straight. So that's something that we always come to expect from these Bluegrass boys, especially the Cup boys. They always know how to keep it clean. But right now, Matt Grenier looks like he's trying to work that inside lane on the 76. It looks like the 88 Adam Lancaster going to go with him too. See if Mikey Neal jumps down with his teammate. Doesn't look like he will, but big drive in from the 15. Matt Grenier going to go ahead and assume that lead.
Yeah, Grenier is your leader here at lap 59 down the back straightaway. It looks like Neer going to get a big shove from that Mikey Neal Jr. Looks like Grenier is going to block off that draft, but the 25 is going to go to the inside lane. He's going to get off the rear bumper of that 76, disconnect. He could be racing for the lead here in just a moment into turn 1, turn 2. As he gets a big drive off at 4. He's going to clear the 76. But it does not look like he's going to get the move done anywhere near close to being done here in 1 and 2. Unless he just takes a big dive here to the inside, which is plausible, but he's not going to do it. 76 has been all up on some rear bumpers tonight on corner entry. Definitely braking a lot later than these other drivers.
Yeah, see, we got a Mikey Neal fan over in the YouTube chat. So Mikey Neal really doing a good job moving his way up through the field, up 13 positions. So Mikey Neal on a spirited run, trying to get up here, get around that 15, but we have just a swarm of angry bees behind them, really wanting to get up here and you know, get that front position. But we're going to see a lot of battling. You see the 54 of Matt Kemp falling all the way there back to that 10th position. So falling off is Matt Kemp. So I have to see if maybe had a little bit of you know, miscalculation in that driving in that seat. But looks like he's going to be battling with that 31, that Glove Box Motorsports 31 on that outside lane, excuse me, going to tuck back in behind him. But look at that, Josh. 44 Zach Nichols going to be taking the inside lane on the 88 of Adam Lancaster. So the 44 Zach Nichols looks like he's going to be poking his head up here for too long. But Mikey Neal, don't count him out. He's still on that back bumper of that 15.
Yeah, Mikey Neal's doing good, man. He's he's led some laps. Whoa, 76 getting a big drive in. But, you know, overall, he's just doing a good job. Started 15th, second place currently. And, you know, we haven't got to see Mikey Neal have a solid finish these past couple weeks. And looks like tonight's going to be, whoa, maybe one of them, as I say that, the 76 man. Looks like the 88 just gave a big shot back to the 76.
Yeah, those he saw that 25 getting a little loose back there. 76 getting in the back bumper of the 25, and then his teammate, the 88 of Adam Lancaster, to Mikey Neal, said, "Hey boy, I saw that." Or, hey buddy,
gauge, yeah.
Hey buddy, I saw that. That's what I meant to say. Sorry.
I mean, you could use "hey boy." It depends on if you're one of those Earnhardt kind of drivers. With the big old fist out the window, shake it, go up there and rub him down the back straight away, give him a big old bump.
Yeah, but right now, Mikey Neal settling himself into that second position, falling off a little bit to that 15, but not losing too much pace. He's just kind of, you know, just trying to hold on to that little bit of position that he has. Gonna kind of cycle back here. You see the 44 making a move on the inside of Adam Lancaster. Don't know if he'll be able to make that stick on that inside lane. You see that big head of steam the 88 has onto the back of the 76. 76 gonna take that inside lane. I see Sarah May saying, "Come on, Mikey and Adam, go Elite Motorsports." Wait, who are you going for?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa! Whoa, Mikey Neal getting into the corner. Whoa, 88 Adam Lancaster around 12. Frankie Barroso getting a little bit of a tap there. Looks like also the 76. Oh, big hit there. Big hit. Sorry, don't mind me, Sarah. I don't know what in the world I'm talking about. I thought you were saying something about some other team. Don't pay no attention to me. Don't pay no attention to me. I'm losing my mind here. As that big crazy wreck was going on, I'm losing my mind. But we'll go back and see what's going on with that Brad Near crash. It looks like coming out of the corner.
Watch what happens to Mikey Neal Jr.
Takes it 3 wide. I bet you what happens is he loses. Yeah, look at that. The 88.
Watch the snap of the 26.
25 just snaps over into the wall. Big hit. 76, nowhere to go. Into the 88. Mikey Neal really hard into the wall back there. And then you're going to see 88 of Adam Lancaster. Really big hit. Frankie Barroso catching a little bit of it, but doesn't look like he took too much damage. We'll have to go in there and see. 44 really checking up. Man, that was really hard. I was just calling out Sarah. I don't know what I was setting myself up for there, but as I was talking about it, man, they just had a really nasty wreck there.
Really nasty indeed, and that's going to kill one of our faster cars there of that pack. Adam Lancaster now going to be out of the race. We'll see Mikey Neal Jr. with some damage. Hopefully, he might be able to recover. I didn't see really what happened all to him since we were watching.
See right there, you see that little bit of a bump from Lancaster. It looks like being down there on that inside lane. Being down there on that inside lane just really wasn't working out for him. It looks like just got a little tight. Gets up into his teammate. Gives Mikey a little bit of a punt. He looks like he's about to save it there, and then the wheel just catches him, sends him right. And then you see this happening right in front of the 44. 25 going to try to keep it up there into the top of the wall, but that's going to loosen up to 76. He's going to get loose into the 88 of Adam Lancaster, and then everybody trying to get situated. It looks like the 25 was able to keep it up against the wall, so good hands-on driving from Mikey Neal. We'll actually go on board with him and see what happened from his point of view. Was able to keep it on the wall, though. Here with Adam Lancaster. Looks like everybody did come down pit lane. Big hit.
Oh, almost flipped the car over, Chris.
Big hit there for Adam Lancaster, so unfortunate for him, man. He was one of the faster race cars out there on the track. So unfortunate.
Oh, indeed, he was.
Unfortunate for him, and then also Mikey Neal involved in that. That's going to really kill his race car. That's going to be unfortunate for that 25. But right now, it looks like Frankie Barroso going to go ahead and take a little bit of damage repair. Yeah, it does look like he does have a little bit of damage on that right side. A lot of scratches and dings down that left side. Oh, missed his pit stall. Gonna have to pull back just a little bit. Gonna go ahead and take a little bit of damage assessment. Is that Frankie Barroso car? It looks like Brian Terry also down pit lane. Alex Huffman able to keep on the lead lap. Brad Near able to keep on the lead lap. You saw him have a lot of trouble go on. So a lot of these cars gonna start slowing down now. I say that, though. Zach Nichols, Matt Kemp out in the lead. This is almost reminiscent of last night.
Man, it is, isn't it, Chris? It's crazy how wicked fast these guys are week in and week out. And like you say all the time, put these boys behind anything, they'd be able to win. I can almost guarantee that. They're so fast, man. They are very fast drivers. They're always towards the front. We're not going to say they're clean because I'm going to say that, and then they're going to go out there and get themselves involved in something, and I'm going to look dumb. But these drivers are fantastic. They're great. They've got some of the best, hands-on experience, I guess you'd say, with battling. And, hey, they're not afraid of winning. That's what you love to see from those two Mountain Dew machines. But other than that, man, we got some cars here that could still win. Matt Grenier been showing excellent speed. We'll see if that 15 has anything to say for these boys. Or that 77, that 21 of Morgan Bard. I mean, we've seen these drives drive very good races tonight, and green. 44 going to get off to a great restart as a 54. Going to get off to an okay restart and try to equal it out as they go into turns 1 and 2 here.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Kemp going to take that outside lane. But going to go ahead and tuck in behind his teammate. But you're going to see Matt Grenier looking like he is trying to pull his best Ronnie Shirk impersonation and be on the alert for that lead. So we'll see if he's able to set him up. Somebody that I missed calling and missed talking to, John Kinder. Where's he been?
I think it's go-karts, man.
Oh, yeah, go-karts. I forgot about that. Go-karts. Oh, man, well, we miss you, Kinder. Whoa, big check up there. 3 wide down the front stretch. Look at that, Matt Grenier moving his way up into that second position. Still back behind him. Brandon Holder on that inside lane. We are still 3 wide back there. Whoa, Brandon Holder getting down on that bottom lane. It's going to tighten him up. He's going to be able to collect it up, keep going, though. But look at that, man, the 21, Morgan Bard. A lot of teammates up here in this top 5.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of teammates, a lot of everything up here at the top. Whoa! Big move there for the 54 across that 21's nose. I mean, that could have been trouble right there as we're going to see that 21 up to the back of the 54. 3-car train there for a moment as it looks like the 54 and the 44 got a little bit unlinked. As you see that 77 of Gabriel Ellison driving it all the way to the bottom of the track. He wants to make up some positions so badly. Looks like he's going to fall back in line. But Chris, Matt Grenier here, 30 laps to go, starting to pull away from our second and third position.
Yeah, he's really showing that he has the speed in these Cup cars here at Michigan. Just somebody that's been silent pretty much the whole season. You know, he's got up here and mixed it up in the top 3 a few times, but hey, he's really showing tonight that he might be this 2-mile master here at Michigan, but really setting himself up into a good position to really walk away with a finish. But he's got to watch in that rear view as the 44, 54, and that 21 all could link up here and really wreak some havoc on these first front board. Whoa, a little bit of looseness there from the 44s. The 54 is really on that push.
Yeah, Kemp wants to go, man. He is pushing his teammate up there to that Grenier machine. It looks like it's working. They're now only 3/10 back.
See it right now going down the front stretch. Matt Grenier really got a good separation between him and that Zach Nichols machine. Matt Kemp, though, really pushing his teammate, like Josh was saying, trying to push his teammate up there to that 15. But the 15 is doing a good job holding on to that lead. Whoa, down there all the way on the bottom is that 77 of Gabriel Ellison. So really starting to peek his head back up in here. And look at that, Josh. Justin Winters all over the back bumper of the 21. 21 all over the back bumper of the 06. Man, we have got a lot of drivers going on here. 77 down to the inside. I see somebody saying, let's go Big Gabe. Landon Condra over in the YouTube chat. Yeah, Gabriel Ellison trying to fight on that inside lane right now. Got his teammate Newbigging right behind him. So we'll see if he can push up here through this and get his way up around this 31 of Brandon Holder. Then if you're a Justin Winters fan, I know Sarah Mays you are. Currently sitting in that 10th spot, so still in this competition. Whoa. You see Justin Winters not that far from the front leader. Whoa, a little bit of looseness there from the 77.
Yeah, these boys are starting to get racy, Chris. To be 25, right? Am I doing the math right? Yeah, 25 to go this 2 laps. So
it's currently 27 laps to the good. So really going to have to see whether or not these boys can hang on. We might see one more pit stop. I know these Cup cars really have a lot of fuel, but we'll have to see if they can make it on fuel. It's gonna be a really big play though. See right now, the 06 of David Sheets was on the inside of the 44, but the 44 gonna have a better drive out of turn 4. 77 of Gabriel Ellison getting the Doug Newbigging and 7s, and all I see are 7s, and 7 of Doug Newbigging on the inside of his teammate now. Looks like he's going to be on that inside of the 54 now. So Doug Newbigging moving his way up to the field. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison moving his way up to the field. Now we got a Lucky Duck 5, 6, 7 right now. So currently sitting in the points leaders are those Lucky Ducks for the Cup Series team points. So Gabriel Ellison is really looking like he's moving up good, but look at that, the 7 on the inside of the 21 now. Oh, man, this is going to be a good battle here. 26 laps to go.
Yeah, these boys are starting to race really, really hard. They're throwing all the marbles out, Chris. They want to see themselves in victory lane here tonight. You see that Zach Nichols machine trying to work his way up there to Grenier. It looks like Kemp's falling back behind. Oh my goodness, I choked on there. It looks like Kemp's falling back behind that 21 of Morgan Bard. As you see that 77 of Newt, excuse me, 7 of Newt, maybe. Just get freight train passes. He's going to have that 77 of Ellison. Get up to his back bumper, try to push him up there. 2/10 is the gap. Not a lot to make up, it feels like. But you even heard from our stage winner earlier, Matt Kemp. One thing that is very hard here is passing. When you got a lot of cars in queue, a lot of that fresh air getting sucked up down the a bunch of race cars. That seems to translate off the last 6th, 7th car in line, and it can make your air really funky. You'll see it be really hard to pass, and that's why usually you'll see these guys be very successful in the first 3 positions, and then the first 4, 5, 6 on back after that, usually not able to pass as much. That's usually why that dirty air is not easy to drive in. As I say that, 54, big drive in, as it looks like we might go 3 wide here, and we're not, but Matt Kemp on his way back, he wants to get back to the field here, get up here and try to lead this race again.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of drive-in from these boys up here in the beginning. A lot of people really going to have to save that equipment, though. We're seeing a really big drive-in from these boys up here in the front. They're really starting to put the hammer down. Not a lot of people going to have to conserve now. Looks like the 44 going to make a move on the inside. Going to be a new leader here. 23 laps to go.
Here comes the 54 as well, Chris. He's trying, but he looks like he's going to fall back behind Morgan Bard. I want to say David Farmer was coming down pit road. But he also did pit 15 laps before these boys, so still not sure if they're going to make it on fuel.
Yeah, wondering if you're seeing a play there from David Barber, maybe trying to get a lap back, be out on the track a little longer. Not really sure what that play is. You see the 15 of Matt Green are going to be making a move on the inside of the 44. See if he can make something set. I see Landon Conjure saying Gabe is going to make some magic happen. I can feel it. Gabriel Ellison right now sitting in that 6th spot. He's got his teammate in front of him. So just pretty much I can guarantee you they're just waiting for this opportunity to push each other up to the front. Because right now, look at that. The 44 and the 15 under attack from that 15 of Matt Grenier. We're going to see maybe a change for lead down this backstretch. Maybe a big checkup there from the 15. Yeah, the 44 going to have a really good run out of the corner. But the 15 going to try to hang on to that quarter panel. Not able to. The 21 of Morgan Barr going to make a move onto the inside. See if he can make it stick. The 15
big driving from the 15. He could get on the wall here. Looks like he's going to gather it back up.
Look at the 21 of Morgan Bard. Somebody just lit a fire under his rear end. He is now moving up through the field, trying to hang on to that 2nd spot. But Matt Grenier not giving up that space, doing his best Ryan Newman impersonation, just not letting him by.
Indeed, man. That's like one of the biggest tactics in driving that people don't realize. Just holding up your driver. I mean, it really gets them frustrated, gets them going, and makes them force themselves into mistakes. As Chris, we've got under 20 to go now. 20 to go exactly, I should say. We'll be coming to 19 to go this time, and this is where the intensity is going to crank up even more. You thought they were racing a minute ago? They're really about to be racing here. Granted, we do possibly have to stop for fuel one more time.
Yeah, this is going to be a really big play here. It's going to come down to it. We're under 20 laps now, so we're going to just have to decide on, who has the better fuel management, who has the better race management, really, because, you know, Zach Nichols, Matt Grenier getting up here battling side by side. That is really eating up that fuel mileage, really eating up those tires, so they're going to have to battle just a little harder. So really having to set himself up, but we're going to go back here a couple of a couple of racers through the field. As you see right now, the 9 of Justin Winters setting himself into that 7 position. He's got that 77 right in front of him. He is the lone Elite Motorsports driver right now up in the top 10, but he does have a couple of drivers who are really good in front of him, so he can link off the back of them and really make some moves off of them. Right now, sitting in that 7th position, Matthew Lee, even with that busted up front fender you see, still riding in that 10th spot, so really doing a good job is that 04 Matthew Lee, even though he's one of the drivers we're normally talking to up here in the front every week. Go back a little bit further, Brian Terry currently sitting in that 12th position. He's got the 06 of David Sheets on his back bumper, but Brian Terry up 4 positions from his original spot. Doing good to see that 13 out there just turning laps, man. That's what I love to see.
Indeed, man. You got to just sit there and what's the word? You got to admire the reputation, man. Just take it out there and keep going. Admire the dedication, the drive. Some of these boys would just park it. You got some of those guys out there just still willing it. But, you know, Matt Grenier, he's going to try to chase down Zach Nichols here, Chris. What, we got 15 to go this next time by. 16 to go, excuse me, this next time by. So, man, it's starting to get slim. These chances get slimmer and slimmer every lap to go out there and lead that race. Whoa!
15 a little slow.
21 big drive, and you know Morgan is not going to give them any room. I mean,
look at that big push.
I was going to say, this is one of his first times getting up here and being able to actually run for a race win this season. I don't think he's going to take it lightly, Chris. We can see some heroics from that 21.
Yeah, big push in for that 15. But having to get checked up is that 21 as well. But look at that, Josh. Matt Kemp starting to poke his head back up into it. But Doug Newbigging starting to make a move. It looks like he wanted to make a move on that inside, but decided against it. 77 and 7, just going to kind of chill back here. Like I said, not really going to want to make a move too early here. But looks like they might be coming down pit lane. 777 down pit lane. Undercutting. Oh, this could be a big move. Are they going to get it slowed down? Looks like they get it slowed down. Whoa, the 04 Matthew Lee, big drive into the pits. That might be a speeding penalty right there for the 04.
Maybe, maybe not.
So a big undercut there from that 777 and 04 Matthew Lee. So the Lucky Duck boys are down pit lane. We'll see if that sets them up here for the end. But right now, the 777-04 still on pit lane. Looks like they are getting fuel. Looks like Matthew Lee might be a couple of seconds behind them on that exit out. But we'll see when these No Chance boys decide to come down pit lane, or if Matt Grenier going to come down pit. Looks like Brandon Holder, maybe Glove Box coming down. Yeah, it looks like Glove Box might be coming down. Oh, 76 of Brad Neer driving the modified out there. He'd be down pit lane probably already. Looks like he was down pit lane at lap 65. So Brandon Holder now coming down pit lane. Zach Nichols, like we said, it's going to be a race to the finish here. Now, you know, Zach Nichols is going to have to really set himself up. You get in, get a good pit stop, get out quick, because this could really hurt them in the long run.
I'm just interested to see. I mean, we should have to have everybody else pit. Nobody else is called out yet. Maybe just trying to wait for a caution.
That could be the play, but, you know, something that I want to point out, Brian Terry down pit lane. Looks like Brad Neer, Brandon Holder both down pit lane as well. Looks like Brandon Holder still down pit lane. Yeah, Brandon Holder still down pit lane. Wonder if he's got a little bit of damage repair. Right now, it looks like
Justin Winters.
Justin Winters calling out, waving that virtual hand out the window, saying, hey, boys, I'm coming down now. Justin Winters coming down pit lane, undercutting these leaders still. Like we said, I was going to point out, you know, this could really come up to hurt them in the long run if they have those older tires. Now Gabriel Ellis and Doug Newbigging, Matthew Lee are going to be on fresher tires. Now, right, they are 34 seconds back from, you know, from this. They need to really get tucked up together if they want to get, if they want to start making up some ground. But right now, Zach Nichols and everything, they are losing a little bit. I say that they are actually gaining a little bit of pace from that Douglas Newbigging and Gabriel Ellison.
44-21, and I think 54 pitting in.
Yeah, but that's going to be 40 seconds. So they're going to normally about 45 seconds is the pit time. So they're going to have to get in, get out quick. So it's really going to be if they're going to keep that lead, they're going to have to get in, get out quick, or they're going to lose it. They're going to fall back, and that's going to open up the door for Doug Newbigging, because Frankie Barroso, Mo Abbott has not come down pit lane right now. So be a decision on when those Coast to Coast boys decide to come down pit lane and get that fresh fuel and tires. But right now, Frankie Barroso going to lead a lap here with 11 laps to go. See if Matt Kemp and co get out in time. Right now, Gabriel Ellison getting around him.
Doesn't look like Ellison is going to get around him, Chris. Newbigging as well.
Yep, so Douglas Newbigging, Gabriel Ellison, looks like Frankie Barroso, Mo Abbott down pit lane. So this, if we go caution free, this is good. The Zach Nichols and co are going to have to really get on the loud pedal, get up here and start catching them if they're going to have anything to say. Like I was saying, you just got to, you have to time it just right. If you decide to stay out longer than whenever another team decides to pit, and if you stay out for too long, you lose a little bit of time on the track, and then by the time you get out of pit lane, they're passing you like you just saw, the 44 getting out of pit lane, and then
Frankie Barroso got out. Never mind, he's going to get passed.
See behind them, the 21, the 54 starting to get collected up together. They should be able to get around this 04 who has massive front end damage on that car. But right now it's about a 3-second gap between Doug Newbigging and Zach Nichols. So if it really, like I said, if they have anything left in the tank, it's going to be now. You're going to have to throw the kitchen sink out, because it's about a 3-second gap between Zach Nichols and Doug Newbigging, and then between Gabriel Ellison and Zach Nichols is about a 4.5-second gap. So 77 of Gabriel Ellison has set himself up that if we go green flag for the rest of this race, he could potentially be the winner of this race and bring it home for those Lucky Duck Motorsports boys.
Yeah, and what a race it would be for those guys, man. They're doing an excellent job here tonight. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbigging putting themselves on perfect strategy there. They're going to capitalize on some position, and Gabriel Ellison is 8 laps away, Chris, from possibly winning this race here at Michigan. I mean, this is insane, man. These guys are absolutely putting it on their limit. They're finding every bit of advantage, and you see the little bit of an undercut comes out to fruition. I mean, the Zach Nichols machine, not necessarily out of it, but 3.4 gap with 7 to go this next time by. Not looking the best for him currently at the moment.
About a 2.5-second now between Gabriel Ellison and Zach Nichols, and then Doug Newbigging. About a 0.5 second, Josh. That 76 really slowed up that 7. Oh, this could wreak havoc into this. Now, Zach Nichols on that back bumper of the 7 of Doug Newbigging. He's going to get around him, so Zach Nichols now only got one position in front of him. It's that 77 of Gabriel Ellison, but he's got about a 2 1/10 gap that he's got to make up. 7 laps left to do it. Wonder if the 44 is going to put it to the metal and get up here and try to catch him.
He's going to try. He's got 4 laps to go.
Now he's got it with under a second. As I was talking about it,
laps to go, right?
As I was talking about it, there might have been a little bit of looseness. 6 laps to go.
Sorry about that. I got completely
you
confused.
are good. Yeah, 6 laps to go, but Doug Newbigging looks like, Gabriel Ellison might have had a little bit of hiccup in that 77, because he definitely lost a lot of time to Zach Nichols. As I was talking about it, he was 2/10 off of him, and then all of a sudden he was a 0.5 second down off of him. So now he's a 0.5 second on that 77. Oh my goodness, Gabriel Ellison really falling off the pace.
Zach Nichols just got to set him up, man. That's all he's got to do. Easier said than done. We'll see how hard this is going to be for the 44. And if that Gabriel Ellison machine is going to use any fender, doesn't look like he's not. Clean pass. And there goes Zach Nichols to the lead, Chris.
Man, Zach Nichols almost makes it look easy. Just looks like he just drives up, on a Sunday drive up into the lead. Now currently up 17 positions. Zach Nichols, man, I don't even know what to say. Just going to show you that's why he holds that license, man. That right there.
4 laps to go, Chris, and he's already got a 4/10 gap.
Oh man, Zach Nichols really showing you that he knows how to will it out there on this track. Gabriel Ellison and that 7 of Doug Newbigging, they did that little bit of an undercut, but it looks like Gabriel Ellison might have only taken right side tires only. So maybe that was what killed that momentum for that 77.
Yeah, he is falling off big time, Chris. We might get a podium pass here, or for the final podium spot between Morgan Bard and Matt Kemp.
Right now, it looks like they're trying to catch that 77. They are pushing each other through the corners, trying to get a team 1, 2, 3. No, they are really trying to get up there and set themselves up for that. But Gabriel Ellison, looking in that rear view, starting to see those specs get a little closer and closer. And now
they're probably going to catch him too.
Looks like they are going to catch him. 3 laps to go. Really the only thing that could throw a wrench in this is a caution, but we're not going to say that because every time I say it, something happens. But right now, Justin Winters currently sitting in that 7th position, doing a good job holding on to that top 10 finish. But we're going to go up here, see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison now got a 2nd and 2/10 gap between him and that 21 of Morgan Bard. So maybe going to keep it out. Maybe the tires are starting to get a little equaled out, but
I don't know, under a 2nd this time.
I was going to say, coming out of the corner, they now got it under a 2nd. So the 77 really going to have to go in a big defense mode now.
Well, Zach Nichols should be seeing the white flag here in just 1 second. Out of turn 4 he comes. The 44 going to get lap number 100. He is going to see the white flag. This race is official. He's just got to make it back, and he will win 2 nights in a row here, Chris.
Yeah, we're going to see if that 21 and that 54 have anything to say here on this last lap. They do have a head of steam. Now a 7/10, 8/10 gap between them now. They're separating a little bit.
Big run down the back straightaway for these guys.
See, Zach Nichols has pretty much sailed off into the open blue up there. Gonna see if these 2 drivers back here.
Whoa, Kim got loose.
So it looks like Zach Nichols gonna be your winner.
Gabriel Ellison 2nd, Morgan Bard 3rd, man.
Good drive there from that 21.
What a good bit of racing from those drivers tonight, man.
We're going to watch that 44 Zach Nichols get ready to burn it down. Doing it again in fashion. Or in style, excuse me.
Big burnout from Zach Nichols right there. He's going to hit the Polish victory lap, and we're going to throw it to the results, as you see Zach Nichols pick it up P1, Gabriel Ellison P2 with Morgan Bard P3, Matt Kemp going to finish P4 with Matt Grenier P5, Doug Newbigging P6, Justin Winters P7, Mo Abbott P8, Matthew Lee 9th, with Frankie Barroso. 10th, 11th going to go to Brian Terry. 12th, Brad Neer. 13th, Alex Huffman. 14th, you go to David Sheets. 15th, Brandon Holder. 16th, David Farmer. 17th, Scott Fritz. Adam Lancaster going to finish 18th, and Mikey Neal Jr. going to round out your field in 19th. Is Zach is currently just drifting around the track at his own will, man. I'll do the entry into victory lane. No, there's a wall there. That stinks. You know, it's not easy to drive the Cup car. People don't realize it. It ain't easy. That's a lot of goofing off. It looks like Zach does in his free time when he's not practicing for real in the session. It looks like Zach does a lot of. But congratulations, man, to all of our racers here tonight, and especially all three of our podium sitters, Zach, Nichols, Gabriel. Man, that was just a good race, good, clean race. I mean, that's what you expect to come to see from these Bluegrass Cup Series guys. I mean, just clean, hard racing right there at the end. We're just waiting for Zach, Gabriel, and Morgan here for just a moment, and we will get to your post-race interviews and get you fans on the way here. This is just another excellent race. I mean, man, it almost is one of those weeks where you hate to see the week capped off here at Michigan. Been such a good race from the truck to Xfinity to the Cup now, and just got to say, I mean, another beautiful week here with Bluegrass. I mean, just excellent racing overall. I mean, it always is. They always know how to put on just the perfect show for the fans. I gotta say, man, it is awesome. And if Gabriel and Morgan, if you guys are watching the stream, you're more than welcome to have appear in the staging area, and we'll get an interview with those drivers. And like I said, just waiting on those last two drivers. Zach is in the staging area. I see Morgan up here, and then we'll have Gabriel. But we'll go ahead and pull in that 44 machine of Zach Nichols and go ahead and have a word with our race winner. Sorry, I think my mic cut out. Zach, Nichols, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yep.
Man, back to winning ways. I got to say, it's starting to, get later into the playoffs here as we're starting to pick up, a lot of head of steam. 6 wins on the Cup Series season. We saw you pick up the Xfinity win last night, and I got to say, Zach, it looked like a slow start, but coming in to this later run here in the final stage, it seemed like you picked up a lot of speed, especially there in the closing laps, and able to take away victory number 6 on the season. And looking forward to the playoffs, how are you thinking this is setting you up more and more as we get closer and closer to that championship?
Yeah, I mean, the momentum's there for sure for the playoffs. So, I mean, hopefully we can continue that into the playoffs. But yeah, we started off slow. I changed my steering offset right before the race to 16. Not really used to that, and yeah, it wasn't the way to go. I should have went with 14, but we started off slow and slowly got used to it. And yeah, I was hoping that the race would have been a better finish than as of yesterday. The yesterday finish was pretty nuts, but yeah, it was a ton of fun. The top was OP compared to the bottom, obviously, but yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun out there tonight, man. It seemed like we saw a groove with the trucks. We saw a fast groove with the Xfinity cars, and it seemed like y'all took kind of that same pace into the night, just hung out. Once that second stage hit, realistically, it seemed like once the halfway mark was hit, which was the end of the second stage, I guess you could say. I mean, you guys just cranked up the intensity, and it seemed like everybody took everything they learned, took it home, took their did their homework, early in the race, and yeah, they were ready for that final stage here. And you guys did an excellent job. Not only as a team, we saw Morgan finish third, Matt almost getting up there on the podium as they were catching Gabriel at the end. So it was a good team finish, man. Good team effort and all. And got to say, congratulations on the 6th win. And Jack, if you've got anything before we let you get out of here tonight, buddy, you're more than welcome to throw it out there, and we'll let you get on your way.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for broadcasting.
the league admins for putting this whole deal on. It's a ton of fun, like I always say. My uncle Kenny's watching, so I like to shout him out. My dad, he's watching too. My teammates finished pretty darn good today, so hopefully that'll help us in this team standings.
Yeah, it looks like you guys are starting to pick up a head of steam. Not just one or two of y'all, but the whole team's starting to pick up some speed, and good to see from you guys. But Zach, it's been a pleasure having you up here, and for another race win here tonight, and looking forward to that success to continue as we get closer and closer to the more of cutoffs here. And hey, gotta say congratulations on that, and we'll hopefully see you rolling strong next week again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right, and that was Zach Nichols. Going to go ahead and bring in Gabriel and have a word with P2. Chris, is my mic cutting out?
A little bit.
That is weird. I keep seeing my Discord relighting up. I'll try to pull that just a tad closer to me. If I sound a little loud, do apologize. Not sure what my mic is doing, but we'll go ahead and bring up Gabriel Ellis and have a word with him. Gabriel Ellis and Chris and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Gabriel, man, well, I got to say, it's good to finally see you at least get a finish that we feel like you deserve, man. That 77 machine has ran so strong. Early in the season, we saw you very, very strong. But it seemed like here these past, couple weeks, I'd say about the past month, just been a little bit of an off week. I mean, you've been showing some very good early race speed, and then it seems like late in the race, we have a lot of drivers like tonight just mix it up and start, changing that pace a little bit. But overall, it seemed like you were able to keep that late race speed under you. You finished second place, and got to say, is that a little bit of a kick in the rear end going here closer to the playoffs, or more into the playoffs, or I should say, to get you going back in that direction you were in the early season, or you think you were just having to refine that groove here with the new year?
Yeah, definitely happy with that. After I got fourth last week and just had a couple, I don't know, I think I ran pretty decent, but just things aren't working out. It happens. Got a couple wrecks, things like that. So, definitely good to get a good finish there. Made a bold move with taking 2 tires and pitting early on that last run, and actually thought I might have won me the race, but Zach was just tearing up the track there. He got like a second a lap on me at one point. But yeah, overall, just really happy to finally put it on the podium. I've been really close quite a few times since the beginning of the season, so it's really nice to get up there finally.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you've looked very solid all season. From the drop of the green flag from our first race at Daytona, and Gabriel, like we were pointing out, we've seen so much, speed from that 77 machine all season, and tonight it's always good to see it all come into fruition. When you can see a driver get the success, they they deserve. It's always a good night, man. It was good to see that 77 show a little speed here and pick up that podium. We know how difficult it can be at a track like Michigan, man. So many cars can be fast here, and y'all are able to get the car settled under you, find all the difficulties and iron them out that everybody else was having a little bit difficulties with early on. And hey, you did a great job, Gabriel, and got to say congratulations, man, on that podium tonight. And if you've got any final words, thoughts, anything, before we let you get out of here, you're more than welcome to throw them out there. We'll let you get on your way.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thanks to Finlay Hats, as well as Natalie Orchid's Orange Juice and RS Button Boxes for sponsoring the car there. Thanks to everybody at Lucky Duck Motorsports for being a good team. Had some good help there with that pit call from a teammate. That was worked out really well, obviously. And thanks to everybody at Bluegrass for putting on the broadcast and the league. It's been good.
All right, man. Well, hey, we enjoy watching you boys get out there and race. Gabriel, it's been a pleasure having you up here in the booth tonight, man. Congratulations on that P2. Hopefully this will be just the future of some more success here in the Bluegrass League, and we'll hopefully see you continue that success next week, man.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And that was Gabriel Ellis. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our third and final interview of the night. That'll be that 21 machine of Morgan Bard. I almost just struck the whole driver's meeting up here. Morgan, this is Chris and Josh here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
4.
Hey, man, well, we saw you and your teammates right there have a great finish tonight. And right there at the end, it looked like you guys were going to catch Gabriel there for a moment, almost under a second, as we were, getting closer and closer, and was under a second at one point. We thought you were going to catch him. Either way, third place, man. Matt behind you in fourth, and then Zach on the on the top step of the podium tonight. Good speed we saw from that 21 machine. Probably one of the better runs we've got to see this half of the season. And I got to say, man, it was good to see not only your teammates show up all week at Xfinity, but kind of take that success from as a team in general and translate it here tonight. Good success, 1, 3, and 4, and congratulations, Morgan, on that podium. And good to see you really get out there and put on a good, hard, clean fought race.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. I felt like we had top 3 speed all night. That last pit stop, we decided to take 2, and we had to wait a little bit longer on fuel than we would have liked. And at the end of that run there, just got a little bit tight the closer we were getting to that 77. If I'd had maybe a lap or 2 more, I think we could have got to them. But overall, we had real good speed. It was nice to have things go our way. We just had awful luck early on this year, and have had runs where we've had speed and just wrong place, wrong time, and finally good to put one together here. I think it's better to start peaking about this time of the year, get all those bad runs out of the way early in the year, and then, hopefully snag a win or 2 before playoffs start, and then, hopefully show our stuff later on in the season here once it comes to getting to the pay window. But congrats to Zach. Appreciate Matt working with me there at the end. We, like I said, I felt like we had top 3 speed most of the day, just saving our stuff, trying to be there at the end, and that's what you try to do. It's just nice to put one of these deals together and be there at the end. I want to thank Jason, everybody that helps put the league on. You guys being a part of the booth and just everyone racing. It's a good group to be a part of, and happy to be a part of it. So hopefully we can be talking to you guys a lot more as the season progresses.
Yes, sir. I gotta agree with that completely, Morgan. It's always a pleasure when we get you guys. I want to say this was Gabriel was one of his first podiums as well. So it's great to see all you guys put it together, find that speed, and like you said, get the bad juju out the way at the start of the season, and let's have a good rest of the year, man. You've looked pretty solid so far. We're seeing some speed come out of that 21, and I gotta say, man, it's gonna be a pleasure if we get to have some more words with you, and we hope we get to see those moments come from you on the track. And Morgan, thank you for the kind words, man. And hey, we hope you have a great rest of your week. You don't have any more final words, correct? No more shout outs?
Nope. That's it. Just all the fans for watching pretty much too. I appreciate all the support there. And like I said, everyone that makes the league happen. I couldn't do without you. So thanks for everybody.
Heck yeah, man. I just wanted to make sure we didn't have any final shout outs or anything we were forgetting. But hey, man, thank you again for taking the time out of your night. Congratulations on that 3rd place, buddy. And like we said, hopefully we'll have more in the future.
10-4 sounds good. Looking forward to it, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. You too, man. Have a good night.
Yep.
All right, and that was Morgan Bard, our 3rd place finisher. All right, well, Chris, any final words here for the Bluegrass faithful before we let them get on our way here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube chat. It was good race, good racing here this weekend. We had or this week, I knew it was going to be a lot of fun. Michigan's one of those tracks that, you really look forward to when you're going into it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this is going to shake up the points. We know Zach Nichols is always going to be, is always going to be up there in the front. So we're going to see how these other boys, Gabriel Ellis and Morgan Bard, though, like we were saying, 2 drivers that got their first podiums, man. That's awesome. Loving to see that these boys are starting to work together and they're starting to get the flow. They're starting to figure it out. That's what I love to see. But here going into next week, that's going to be the test of everybody, because next week for the trucks, we're going to Canadian Tire. Next week for the Xfinity, we're going to Mid Ohio. Next week for the Cup, we're going to Sonoma. So road course madness week is going to be on next week. That is going to be something that I am really interested to see going forward. Is going to be a lot of fun. That's really going to shake the points up. So looking forward to that. Big shout out to all the partners that are a part with us. LNS Customs, thank them for being a part of this series. Thank you to ButtKicker. Make sure to go check them out on ButtKicker.com. Make sure to we also have a coupon code. You use Bluegrass iRacing, get 20% off of your purchase. So make sure to check them out. Kinder Performance Group, and then Barber Ford Motorsports. Also appreciate them coming on mid-season. Big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, that YouTube page again. Can't wait for next week's race. See y'all then.
I'm sorry, I thought you were closing us out. Are we good? Yeah, I had something to say. Sorry, do apologize about that. I thought Chris closed us out with the way you finished us out there. You had me
Sorry,
confused. No, we're good. No, just wanted to echo the same thing, man. Awesome racing we saw here at Michigan all week, from the trucks Monday to the Xfinity Tuesday tonight. And like you said, man, road course racing, lefts, rights, all sorts of transition changes. It's going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss that. So make sure to tune in next Monday for the trucks at Mid-Ohio, Tuesday for the Xfinity at Mid-Ohio. And then we're going to make a big old transition to across the country, a good old California. We're going to go to Sonoma. We're going to race out there. So you're not going to want to miss any of the action next week on Bluegrass. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure to hit the like button on Facebook. Be able to tune in with us next week at 9 p.m. We'll be seeing you then. Chris and Josh signing out here in the Bluegrass booth.